Coming up on this week's Jaguar Week in Review, we talk to the BBE Technology team about their specific jobs and what they are planning for the future. And in this week's Focus Point, we talk to Trish Thieschafer about the importance that physical fitness plays in student athletes' lives. We'll have that and more coming up. The Jaguar Week in Review starts now. And welcome to the Jaguar Week in Review for this week. I'm Cody Bertram, and thanks for joining us. We start this week with news. BBE is currently looking for a student interested in becoming a Jaguar clothing store manager. This position requires someone who is motivated, creative, and organized. The job tasks will include creating, developing, and maintaining both the online store and the physical school store. This job will require 70-plus hours of time and a year-long commitment from April to April. If you are interested in the position, contact Mrs. McDonald to fill out an application. The deadline for applications is March 23rd, 2018. If you haven't purchased a yearbook yet, now is the time to do so. Yearbooks are a great way to remember the school year. The cost is $40 and the deadline for purchasing is April 15th. There will not be any extra books ordered, so you must pre-order. If you would like to order, fill out an order form found by the office or by Mr. Zayer's room. Attention parents of seniors. A letter to your graduate for the yearbook is an excellent way to personalize the yearbook for your child. A letter is generally a few sentences long with some memorable, meaningful pictures. If you are interested in marking this occasion in the yearbook, contact yearbook@bbejaguars.org with questions. There is open gym every Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m. at the BBE High School and Sunday from 1 to 3 p.m. at the elementary. The cost is $1 and everyone is welcome. Parent-teachers conferences have been rescheduled to take place this Monday, March 12th, at both the elementary and the high school. Conferences will run from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. And finally, the junior high students will be gone today for a ski trip at Andy's Tower Hills in Alexandria. And now let's move into this week's check-in. This week, reporter Brady Nelson sat down with the BBE Tech Department to explore their plans for future technology here at BBE.
Technology has become an important tool for educating students, which requires a support team to support the technology. The technology team here at BBE is small, but each team member has an important role to play to ensure that technology here at BBE works smoothly.
I mean, I started as the iPad and the fixer of the Chromebooks and whatnot, and so now I do a lot of the network side. So if we have an outage, figure out why and what's wrong and fix it. And I've taught Cody a lot of things with everything, and I think my baby of the tech department is definitely our Apple device management system, which is Jamf.
So my job in the tech department is more with the hardware, fixing iPads, Chromebooks. If anyone comes in with an issue, it's more my job to fix it and see what's wrong and give it back to them when it's fully fixed. Talking with tech support, all that fun stuff, so we can get them if they have a warranty repair.
My role for the Belgrade Brittenell Rosa Public Schools, my role is the pre-K through 12 tech specialist. So that means as a tech specialist, I am the one that works with students, works with teachers, works with anybody from the community, anybody from the district. And really my focus is to integrate technology to redefine learning.
BBE Technology Department has many plans for the future to help benefit the education experience here at BBE.
Well, I think we're looking at some device upgrades. It'd be nice to repurpose the computer lab spaces and get those out of here, and kind of open up more of our makerspace areas, get our robots out and have those available. And I think we're going to upgrade some iPads too, which will be pretty fun.
We're putting in more classes with coding, trying to get some of the younger grades into that, getting them into C++, all of that fun stuff, so they can learn how to be a little more tech savvy.
We have lots of great plans that we are moving forward to this coming year with 7th and 8th grade moving to personalized learning. So a lot of technology will be integrated in with that personalized learning, with the personalized learning scheduler, where students will be in 7th and 8th grade kind of scheduling their morning, their time for the day. And also, I have really been looking at different things that we can do with technology with an entrepreneuring class. So really kind of amping up in the entrepreneuring class, thinking about ways that we can be more innovative with our technology.
And we look forward to the tech team implementing these future ideas. There seems to be more pressure on students today than any time in the past. One way that BBE Schools is helping students manage school, sports, and stress is through advocating health and wellness. BBE reporter Blake Goodall has more in this week's Focus Point.
Sports are quite popular in high school culture and in the world in general. Sports can be tough at times for student athletes, so this week we sat down with the school's personal trainer, Trish Thieschafer, who is here to help students improve their physical health in any way possible. First, we asked Trish how she got into fitness and how it brought up opportunities for her later in life.
What got me into fitness was I started doing triathlons after I had my second child, and I was working full-time, and I had people coming up and asking me questions how I went about having a full-time job and being able to train for a triathlon. And that just got me going into stuff, and then I started reading fitness magazines, and then I took personal and group training classes online, got certified, and then did boot camp classes to get more people in one shot to work out with, which in turn got a little cold outside in October, and then this building came up for sale, and long-term goal turned very short-term, and we built the gym, and here we are right now.
Then we asked her about the opportunities students have to improve their physical fitness.
The opportunities that the students have to get into physical fitness and to train is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning at 6:15 at the high school. I am there, and we have workouts, things like that. The summer program, can be a 4-week program, a 5-week, or a whole 9-week program, and it's from 6:15 till 7:30 every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And we work on strength, we do field work, and we do Metcon work. It's something that we like to do to learn how to have fun while you are lifting, so it isn't something that you dread doing, and it's something that you want to keep coming back to do. I also own the gym in town here, and we're open for anytime if anybody wants to come for training, but if you have a gym membership, it's 24/7, and we can set up a program for you as well.
Finally, we asked her how important physical fitness was to a teenage student's health and how they can get in touch with her if they need help with it.
Number one, it prevents sports injury. We have a lot of 3-sport athletes, and coaches nowadays they continue their sport almost year round, and there is no downtime for the kids. So if you get more into the physical side of things, where you're strength training along with your sports, you can prevent injuries. Also, on the things that I do with lifting and core and strength and agility, it's something that you as a student athlete can take with you throughout your whole life. This isn't a sport that you can only play for a certain period of time. This is something you can do for your whole entire life. I am available personally to help students anytime, text, email, call. I can help out that way. I am also at the actual high school in the mornings, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I try to come to the sports if I can to work with them. Otherwise, I give them their conditioning. So that is coming from myself. Otherwise, after schools, I am open. Sometimes you can come to my boot camps as well in the mornings, 5 a.m.
Perfect.
Join us next week when Dylan Meyer sits down to talk with those behind the FCA breakfast held at the church in Belgrade.
If you are interested in personalized workouts or a membership to the fitness center, feel free to contact Trish. And now Riley joins us with sports. The wrestling team had an impressive showing at the state individual wrestling tournament.
Yes, Cody, they did. They had 3 places at this year's state tournament, and I got a chance to sit down with all 6 of this year's state entrants. The Jaguar sent a record 6 wrestlers to the individual state tournament held at the XL Energy Center this past weekend. The Jaguar wrestling team had a great season this year.
It's the best season BBE's ever had. Sent 6 kids to state, had 4th place, and we were ranked the highest we ever were before.
Yeah, it was a great season, but we ended up falling short of a couple goals that we wanted, team state and conference.
being in the biggest tournament of the year. For them, they all took away something that made this experience one they would never forget.
Walking out of the tunnels to your mat, there's no feeling like that, and it's fun because there's so many. It's a great atmosphere, and it's all about wrestling, and everyone's for it.
Yeah, I think the fans really make it a lot of fun because they're so passionate about the sport, so it just makes the atmosphere electric.
Yeah, it's just crazy when you're warming up, running around the hallways, and then your name gets called on the mat. You just walk out and the crowd just erupts. It's like, wow.
The season was filled with a lot of ups and downs for the team, but they had a lot of fun this year doing what they loved.
My true second match at sections.
Being in the state finals.
Placing at state.
Winning a state championship.
Probably moments with the team.
Team sections.
Some of these guys' careers ended this past weekend, and others have their careers just starting. Here's what the guys had to say to anyone that has not tried wrestling.
I'd say give it a try. Every year we have a couple new kids come out for the first time. They usually start out in the upper grades, and they always say, I wish I would have started when I was in 7th grade. So give it a try and come out early.
Give it a try. We had a couple kids come out this year that they didn't do too hot on the mat, but they were part of a great team and they made huge changes in their life.
I don't think it's just about the sport either. It's about the life lessons and memories that you can get from it.
The wrestlers had a very impressive season, and we as a community are very proud of them. The boys had their first playoff game last night against the Onamia Panthers, and here is the score of that game. The girls basketball team are the subsection 5A champions as they took down the East Central Eagles by the score of 54-42 on Tuesday night. They now play to punch their ticket into the state tournament in the Section 5A finals tonight, where they play host to the undefeated Monaga Braves. And the girls' section championship game will take place tonight at 7 o'clock in Fergus Falls. We hope you make the drive and support the team.
All right, Riley, we wish the girls the best of luck. And that is all we have for this week's episode. If you would like to catch our future episodes, be sure to subscribe to us at BBE Broadcasting on YouTube, iTunes, and the Google Play Store. Thanks for watching, and for all of us here at BBE Broadcasting, have a great weekend.